Hi everybody, I am at the District 24, Bremen Post, Bremen, Indiana. I'm here to file criminal complaint against the North Liberty Police Department. We'll see how this goes. I'd like to file it.
Okay.
I went to a town council meeting. I was
Are you
forcibly.
recording this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. I was just asking. It just looked like
Yeah.
you were. That's fine if you did.
Yeah. But so down there for a.
Okay.
I was forcibly removed from the meeting.
Okay.
I have my ankle there, and then on my elbow, and they didn't give me a knife like a man. And so on the 11th, I was falsely arrested down there by the chief of police himself,
Okay.
and the charges were dropped.
Okay.
And then myself and another journalist went back down there on the 19th.
Right.
He was detained illegally.
Okay.
File a criminal complaint on on the North Liberty PD for what they did to me.
Okay. When did this happen?
Last night, meeting was about 7, so probably like 7:20, 7:30. Go online, that pretty much, shows it all.
Okay. I guess if you wanted to file a complaint, I guess why are you waiting till 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday to do that?
I guess my answer, honestly, is that you're trained to be in high stressful situations, right?
Okay.
Right? I mean, that's. And I had to decompress a little bit, with some people, and I tried to file one with South Bend, but they wouldn't take it due to the fact it's out of their jurisdiction. So I asked if they would contact the sheriff's department, and there was a restraining order against me. And anyway, so
The St. Joseph County has a restraining order against you?
yeah, it's unconstitutional, and I'm fighting that.
Okay, so.
But basically, I can't.
What's the restraining order for, I guess?
An alleged workplace violence that did not actually fit the IC code, so they've expanded it to the whole entire county. So basically, every county employee, they quantify the person, and that's just not how it's supposed to be.
Okay. What to do is, do you have a driver's license with you, ID?
Can we do a good citizen, and you give me a actual number that I can follow up with?
No, I need to identify you. Your name is John Doe. I don't know who you are.
So can I ask a question, Trooper?
You just did, but I'll let you have another one. Go ahead.
I ask questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your name and badge number, please?
My name is Jeff.
Okay.
My PE number is 7286.
Okay. So
I'd love to help you out, but I need to know who you are before I do that.
policy.
Policy.
So policy does not law, correct?
I'm not sure what your purpose for coming.
Sir, is so I can a criminal complaint for the battery and assault that was witnessed online for the world to see. That it is an ISP policy for me to identify. Nothing in the T codes 34 or 30 me to do so, yet you're being a little difficult, to be honest with you.
No, I'm not being difficult. What I'm trying
Sure
to
you
do
are,
is
sir.
I'm offering to help you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to help you.
But
I can't help you if I
didn't have to identify myself. I'm telling you there's a crime that was committed.
Right.
You can see it online. I can give you the YouTube. Look for yourself.
Okay.
But I shouldn't have to violate my own rights because you have a policy that says I do so,
It's
sir.
not a matter of rights, sir. It's a matter of I have to be able to identify.
So who I am is a moot point due to the fact that if I feel comfortable at some point that I can actually trust my Indiana State Police, then,
I mean, for help, right? You gotta trust us a little bit, right?
but if the Indiana State, you guys are thugs.
Oh, okay.
And so I've got no cooperation from my state police, and you guys have made my life a living hell for a couple of years. Well, you know, you're doing it with. I shouldn't have to identify. Well, I shouldn't have to identify myself.
You're asking for my help to file a report.
I am,
For the ghost.
sir. You could simply put good citizen or you want to put for me and simply give me the report
That doesn't conform to our department policies.
and simply give me. I can follow up with a detective or who I need to follow up with.
I can have the.
What is it that I have to identify? Can we somehow get to that, sir?
You don't have to identify yourself. Leave me a page and I'll have the detective business.
Basically, as my options, as I see it, is you're forcing me to identify. I politely decline. You're telling me that if I do not identify, then I can't help.
I'm offering you help.
But you're saying I have, no. See, you love the term. That you're saying that if I don't basically bend over and violate my rights, then I can't get help.
That's not what I said. You're twisting my
No, I am absolutely not. I do not twist words, sir. So you're saying I number. And I'm telling you, obviously a crime that has been committed. I did not do that. Law. Your state police, you have jurisdiction over North Liberty, and I'm asking for help. Reasonable. And I understand you don't quantify your actions as being unreasonable, but they are.
Okay. Why do you feel that way? And like I said, I'd love to help you.
It's not that I feel that way through your actions.
Okay. Well, like I said, those are your two options. You can either provide your identification. I can take a report, get you a number. Or if you don't wish to do that, you can leave your telephone number. I can put a
So basically you're refusing me service. That's what we're at.
I'm
Well, I'm telling, no, you're offering me service. No. Why is it always people who stand up for their rights? Why are we the difficult ones? So basically, then this would go a lot easier if I would just bend over for you. Well, that's what you're telling me, that I have to identify. That's insane.
Okay. Well, then you're not, then you clearly don't want help.
No, that is an argument that is made by law enforcement, so you shift the narrative. The narrative is I drove to come here. I'm saying, hey, Officer Gruber, Trooper Gruber, there has been a crime that has been committed. I can direct you to the YouTube channel so you can see that crime being committed, and you still are on the mentality that because you have a policy that I feel very wholeheartedly that violates my constitutional right, my Fourth Amendment, you're saying, well, sir, you know, I'm here to help, but I'm not wanting to go along with the narrative. I disagree upon that narrative. So this is a circular conversation, and I'm wanting help. I'm just not wanting to identify, nor should I have to identify.
As a department policy, whenever we take a report, we have to be able to identify the victim, okay, and or suspect.
So
that's part of what we do.
I have a question. If you have a who's had his life utterly bleeping ruined falsely by the Indiana, would you be very trusting? You know, I don't trust you guys as far as I can, you know, throw you guys.
If you don't trust us,
Regardless of whether I trust myself or whether I like you guys as officers or option, because St. Joseph County is uncooperative. So you guys have total jurisdiction over the state of Indiana. That's why I'm here. Not because I want to have dinner with you guys or drink beer. No, thank you. I I'd like to file a criminal complaint. You can simply give me a number for right now, at least, and at least get the paper. Then, after, maybe.
Let me go answer this real quick, okay?
Sure. So, folks, this is how you treated down here at Bremen, that you've been vested in. They want and governor and they just circular narrative where I'm not cooperating because I won't identify a superintendent, and so it's by the fact that I'm a good citizen. I actually should just simply put it, good citizen. I have a feeling he's going to come back with my identity somehow to that phone call. Because they have facial recognition. I'm wanting to file a complaint. And it's a very frustrating proposition, folks, that when you have a crime that's been committed against you, and if I want to live and operate in society, rules and regulations that I have to follow. One of them is you have a if they didn't all these rules, things could be handled differently. I'm within confines, and my federal government have put before me. And also, I have a right, not my rights.
Mr. Stone, here's some information for you.
So see, folks. So basically, then your facial you guys are bitches.
Okay.
So
Well, here, contact us.
no, I want to. Well, sir, I'm not leaving. So you want to trespass me? Jail. That's file a complaint. Being told by Area Captain Castro, because he's a governmental agent. He works for the CIA. This is what this is all about. You guys will not help me. So this is illegal.
No, what's happening here is you're coming in here and asking for help, but you're not willing to provide.
I don't have. Now you know my name.
Right.
Now you know my name, okay? So you can find out my rights.
Okay.
So,
Here.
no. Sir, are you going to take me out by force? Because I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving. Okay. And, I think you might want to contact somebody before it gets expensive for you. Because I don't disrupt the flow here. I can sit here all night if I choose to.
Okay.
That's what, I'm not shaking your hand. So, folks, I'm going to do my live show here real quick for about maybe 20-30 minutes. So, I tried to file a complaint here. They're dishonest and they're crooked. And these are the individuals who've been scared off of surveillance. In 2000, and for a year and a half, they didn't garner any fruit. They thought selling or growing whatever. No indictments, no arrest because I wasn't doing anything. And then instead of dropping it, then the Indiana State Police, they're just so honest, then you can see. Now, what federal, I can't get any cooperation from the FBI, the FBI, or excuse me, the DOJ, OIG. I can't get the CIA, OIG. Get in here and talk what you guys want to do. But basically, though, that exactly get no sin, but they want to create this narrative. uh, what good is that going to do? The Indiana State way, it's very apparent, though, that the Indiana State Police doesn't help people. They're in the business of harassing, hurting, smuggling drugs, planting drugs, and mid 2008, the ISP, they turned over this investigation to a federal agency. What federal agency? Like I said, I don't know because I'm getting no cooperation. I got it in this video. I'll have to go back and actually post it for you guys. But absolutely, bro. I mean, they're in the business of making money. This is what they do. They get paid. They don't care if they help people. Give a shit. And so basically, 2008 to 2010, which to another federal agency. I got involved, and that's why my life has been for, 6 years. So that means that looks like that's conspiratorial, sir. But anyway, does anybody have any questions about this? And then I'll get into North Liberty. And so there he. Chief is chalking here. I don't know what that means. He already gave me his, forget his name. I'll have to go back to the video and post his information so you guys can read government if you guys so feel to get dirty. And so I guess nobody has any questions. I've noticed that here in the last 4 days, a lot of my audience is a bunch of trolls and cops who want to come onto my chat and not actually participate. I wish there was a way, to root those people out. But, they're welcome to come and listen, observe, do it. And so aren't aware, I wouldn't say I had my ass beat. It was more bruised. Goodness sake. Good God, the phones are just going off the way. Yeah, come in here. So we'll see what this guy does. Because I allowed him to. Hi, sir.
Good evening.
I came to try to file and the trooper, he was
Okay, please start.
in your jurisdiction, sir.
Where does this happen?
Just, I'll be with you just a minute.
Okay.
Thanks.
So,
What's your complaint?
well, basically, I was battered, North Liberty, PD, and the battery and assault is on the internet.
Okay.
And I'm having some issues with St. Joseph County. So I came here, complaint. He wanted my name. I felt I didn't have to give him my name. I told him that if he wanted to file a complaint or a report out, he could simply put me as good, and he could then put a number and then give me that number, and then I could follow up with a detective tomorrow. He was unwilling to do that. He told me it's a policy. I have to identify myself. So then he went back. He identified me, and he still won't take the report. And he gave me a sheet for the legal department. So they won't help me due to the fact back in 2007, they had me under surveillance for a year and a half. Didn't garner any fruit, and then they turned it over to multiple federal agencies. And now I'm having a hell of a time, and it'd help me anytime I need help. And there are a visible mark down there,
Yeah. Okay.
and I have some marks on my elbow, won't take a complaint.
Okay, when did this happen?
The meeting was, Liberty meeting was at,
What do you mean the meeting?
well, there was a town council meeting that I went to because I was falsely arrested on the chief of police.
In North Liberty?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I had my Fourth Amendment right violated on the 19th in North Liberty.
Okay.
And I felt it was important for the town board.
Right.
And I was forcibly removed from the meeting, was not given a opportunity to actually leave like a man. They drugged me out. And then afterwards, then they directed the citizens to basically harass me and another journalist.
Okay.
And so I know my rights, and you, sir, that this is a public building here, okay? And I'm not disrupting the flow of business. And I was doing a live show here because he's not going to help me. So I was going to sit here for maybe 20, 30 minutes, do a live show, and then leave. If you're telling me I have to leave, okay, fine. I'll do that under duress, and then I'll take you to federal court, and then I guess we can do it that way. But there's something going on here, sir, where I can't even get them to, and so that's something, that's...
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, and I don't know if you're actually want to get something solved here, or if you're just trying
I
to,
would like to get...
I don't know.
Sir, this is for my protection. So this is absolutely for my protection.
Okay, well, let me speak for just a little bit.
Sure, go right ahead. I'll be quiet.
I don't know if you're trying to get something solved here, but I mean, we can, obviously trying to help you out with that. I mean,
Sure.
Obviously, if you got a complaint, we're gonna hear it, so.
Well,
Whether it be the state police, whichever it may be. And I don't know what happened before. I'll talk to him and see what he says, all that stuff. But I don't know if you're here to actually file a complaint, or if you're here just to cause a ruckus with YouTube.
I'm not causing... Can I have a question?
Maybe I put it in the wrong terms.
You put it horribly. So can I ask a question, please? Why is it that everybody that has a camera, why is it that so-called causing a ruckus, but you have a body cam, so
And it's currently recorded.
why aren't you causing a ruckus? I mean,
Look, I have to record.
okay, so then,
What I'm
right,
saying
sir?
is typically when we've dealt with other people that they don't have a complaint, like you do.
I do have a complaint, sir.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Other people that we've dealt with before don't have a
This
complaint,
guy-
but they want to come in here or wherever.
Drug
and just
out
try
of a
to
public
cause
meeting forcefully, and I've been falsely arrested, let me see, once, at least 3 times in 3 months. So anywhere I go, even to the restroom, I have a camera.
So here's where I see an issue. Okay.
Sure, sir.
This happened in North Liberty, correct?
Correct? I have an issue with St. Joseph, well, they have an issue with me that they have a restraining order out against me. So basically, they quantify that every county employee in St. Joseph County is a protected person. So basically, all sheriffs, everybody dispatch, and I can't even conduct business there.
What is, I mean, for what
They
reason?
allege that there was a workplace violence incident, and the workplace violence incident was consistent of a photograph and putting it on Facebook, and not there is a certain criteria for a workplace violence restraining order to get satisfied, and so they didn't
All right, Mr. Stone.
actually do
Here's
that.
what we've done.
Me the little bit, make me feel uncomfortable, sir. So can you step back a little bit, please? I'd appreciate it.
So here's the deal, Mr. Stone. You've asked for a criminal report number, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've generated one for you.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to print off at the printer. I contacted our dispatch center up in Bristol, okay?
All right. So why is this so hard?
What's that?
Why is this so hard? And I don't understand
It's not that difficult. So here's
why
what
you want to
listen
control.
me.
No, I want to have. See, he's a very asshole, and so I don't understand why you. Oh, okay. There we go, folks. Boom. You work for the Central Intelligence Agency. That's why you won't back up from me. So,
Okay.
and
You got
agent.
Okay.
So I'm going to sue you in federal court for Eighth Amendment because see, folks, that's why he wouldn't help me at the window. That's why you gave me the phone number, legal department. That's why you're being such an asshole because you think you can get away from it.
I'll go get your document for you, okay?
So can I just say something, sir?
Sure.
That you are being very professional. So thank you for that.
Look, you got to plan my
There's a total backstory here
Okay.
that needs to be, solved at a different being.
professionalism, whatever you want to call it from him. You want a case number, right?
And he's gonna get that,
Right.
and then I will go.
It seems
But
like
this
he's
is,
trying to bite the
he's a snake in a 411 pants, sir. And so I just want to thank you again for your professional. He's an asshole, and he needs sued in federal court for about 8 years because I've been in a whole governmental conspiratorial situation, okay? So, and my audience doesn't understand it either. But that behavior that he just exhibited, I've seen that behavior for almost 11 years. And that behavior and other things he did is consistent with being a secret governmental agent, such as working for the CIA. Now, here currently, okay, and I'm waiting on the judge. I posed an interesting legal question that he's not prepared to answer because he's in a legal quandary, more of a legal precedent, so to speak. And there is no law or statute that would guide me or you or anybody else to reasonably ascertain if that trooper is truly a secret governmental agent working for the CIA. So it's like the only governmental act on the book is the Foreign Governmental Registration Act. Sir, I hope that you're prepared to do something dog catching with your time because you're violating federal law right now. So can I have this? We've created a unbearable environment here for me.
Okay, so I will this to you with the understanding that this is the information you asked for, and that you will
You're
be.
poisoning me too, sir.
What am I poisoning you with?
Sir, I'd love to, have him in a federal court so that you can see. So can I have that, please?
Are you ready to leave?
I'm going to take it. So are you going to give me that or not?
If I will give this to you, if you
Sir,
I'll give you the information
you work
asked
for me. You're not going to try to punk me. Give me the report. Yes, sir. Are you going to give that to me? Yes or no?
Come on, I'll hand it to you right outside here.
Well, sir, you're not going to dictate this. So I want that report, and then I'll decide whether Now, I have a question for you, sir.
Okay.
Can
So,
I don't if you want.
so then this...
And that's what I was gonna ask you. I mean,
That's,
you know,
He's welcome to sit here as long as he likes. I've done everything I can to help him.
All right.
Yep, your
The
poison.
reason I'm here is just trying to figure out what's going on too.
Well, and I appreciate your professionalism.
Can I speak for a second? Okay. Is that what you want?
Yeah, and,
Is that what you came here for tonight? Correct?
no, so you did it, so you love to play games. So first you said I had to identify, then you found out then it's unknown. So I'm really confused, and there's no details of the report or of the crime, actually.
Because I have nothing to verify who you are.
But you know who I am.
So what he's done, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt here, okay? What he's done is he's generated a case report, okay? That doesn't mean he's typed up the narrative at all, okay?
Type up a narrative. He said he won't.
You know, either if he does the investigation or he submits to a detective here, however, he's gonna be the one that's gonna investigate your case, okay? So he's gonna be the one to contact you. He's gonna be the one to type up. So
Hopefully not. So I have a question for you. Do you work for an other agency such as the CIA, yes or no?
Absolutely.
So you're admitting to the internet that you work for an alternative agency?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you understand you may be thinking that's funny, but you've just sealed the fate here, sir.
Possibility.
Well, you do understand, so go ahead and laugh, but you do understand that working for an agency that violates your HR policy and your harm right now. Yes, sir.
Great harm. What's
Yes,
your
sir.
definition of great harm?
You're my definition of a guy who needs to be learning to, discern between coal and bed and stones, because you're gonna shit. And I've been very nice with you. If there's no more to discuss, thank you for your service, Mr. Tice, is that, sir? And you'll be in a federal lawsuit. I'm going to continue to do my live show for maybe about 20 more minutes. And
Perfect.
you're not welcome.
So we're all good.
We're good.
Okay. All right. Have a good night.
Can I get a card or something from you, sir?
I don't have a card on me.
Do you have a PE number or something, or?
Yeah, 713 my badge number, please. Is that good? Okay, guys.
Good. Okay, so some thoughts. Is that the Bremen police officer, very professional, not a governmental agent, even though they're trying to look at my car, though. Yeah, there's nothing in there. I don't do anything illegal. I don't do anything illegal, folks. I don't know why you're looking at my car. But anyway, if I want my moderators to talk back, I will ask my moderators for back talk. Is though, that's Fat Albert to you. Maybe some Crocs or some clogs, maybe, something like that. So there were two officers, actually. Anyway, so the Bremen cop, very nice, no governmental agent. I am not Albert. I do not work for the CIA. I work for no governmental agency. I work for the Swine Network. So that trooper, though, I could show you guys. Huckleberry, I don't understand what that means, bro. It's funny. I really don't get it. But anyway, though, that after, hey, what up, Cindy? What? Cindy in the house. But like, that, trooper there, he's just an asshole. And why is this about, not about you? It's about me. Like, why is it about you? Get him, Sue. Get them, attack, sue on you. But anyway, that it's become apparent, though, that through, I'll leave what tables. You know, I'm going to start a third channel, and I'm going to be wearing tinfoil on my head, a foil hat, so to speak. I'm going to hang out here for a while. I should order a pizza, but I don't know where the pizza would come from because it'd have to come from South Bend, and they are... you know, folks, there's something going on here behind the scenes between one of my moderators and one of the people in the in the chat here, and it's a funny behind the scene joke. But anyway, though, that trooper, he behavior that was very consistent upon being a CIA agent, and so that cop, he gave me enough to get a case in a federal court at least. So that's all I need. I mean, after the case is in a federal court, then it's up to, you know, some certain things legally to get a pathway carved. So do you guys have any questions, any thing you guys want answered about North Liberty, about my sex life, about a finger in my ass, anything? Who was? Yeah, not the guy. Yeah, he was a douchebag. He was unpleasant. He was an unpleasant individual. I have not checked out the restrooms. You guys want to check out the restrooms? Well, I can't fucking yell in here, bro, because then they'll get me for disrupting the flow of this business that's going on here. So, well, I think I should give you one there, Sue. Nice golden shower, a nice steaming golden shower. Get that Sue all lubricated. Yeah, probably not a good idea there, Huckleberry. Probably not a good idea, sir. Well, do you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, hate mail, insults? Do you guys have anything else you want to say? Do you have anything else you guys want to say? Anything? How much? God. Hey, Cindy. I'm looking at least $3 million, and we have to do it. Sue, you leave my titties out of this. My titties have never hurted you. Yep, now we're getting weird in a police lobby. All new lows for this show. I was not looking at his boner. Did he have a boner? Did that cop have a boner? I cannot, James. You'll have to start from the beginning after this. You know, maybe I'll do that in the background, or not in the background, but the bathroom. Is it, you know, Sue's having a night tonight. Yeah, Cindy, you know, that was unpleasant, but they're just not learning down there. I mean, they have 1, 2, 3, now 5 lawsuits, and that they don't understand that you can't act like that. So like that state policeman, you know, he hated me, and he's a governmental agent. I did not see the boner, so somebody is telling me that state policeman had a boner. Did he have a boner? I don't know. Did that cop have a boner? I have more like a full A. I don't know about C's. Come on, that is unpleasant, Lance Shark. I don't have C titties. Nah. Or, you know, maybe I'll go to Victoria's Secret and get measured. We'll have to do that. We'll have to go to Victoria's Secret one of these days and get me fitted for a bra. That'll be quite great. But anyway, one of my audience says that cop had a boner, that trooper had a boner. Did he have a boner, folks? I wasn't looking. That's not my thing. Breasticles? That's interesting. You know, I feel that all of you are really jealous upon the swines of breasticles. Hey, did you hear my story, Defane, about the stripper? About how she was choking the shit out of me, and I choked her, and we had a dirty, nasty, lovely, violent lap dance. It was so great. Oh. Hey there, Pugface. How are you? Oh, since you are a lawyer there, do you think what happened down in North Liberty is legal? And do you think any of what that fucking pig just did is fucking legal? I don't think so. Well, Defane, I'm glad that I can help. Yeah, I mean, jack-offs maybe, but I so wanted to have sex with that stripper. I mean, folks, she was a violent, nasty little, I need to be careful because I don't think I have it set up for age restricted, but she was just a nasty little hoa. And if we had sex, I mean, somebody would have been carried out in a body bag because it would have gotten violent. I mean, she'd be slapping me, I'd be slapping her, she'd be choking. I mean, it would have been a violent situation. That wouldn't have been good. Or maybe it would have, I don't know. But didn't actually get that opportunity. Well, how is that tough to challenge? Obviously, you're not a civil lawyer because you're talking like you're a defense lawyer. You're talking like you're like you file cases involving injuries or something. You don't seem like you're a civil rights lawyer. Wait, so you got a boner at work, Defan? You need to keep that thing under control. Or am I just not caught up on the chats? Maybe I'm not caught up on the chats. Oh. So if you want to come to my court dates, you can come to my court date, Cindy. Whole lot going on. Whole lot going on. Well, folks, you guys have any more questions? I'm not feeling very swiney. I'm not feeling like carrying the show like normal. Do you guys have anything else to carry me through for about another fucking 15 minutes? I'll give you guys an hour. Oh, fuck. My sex life is fucking horrible because like, picking up a woman, like, is not that difficult, folks. I mean, it's really... Oh, wait, what a minute? Wait, was sworn I had to keep a boner wife disabled, so... Wait, well... Can you say that again, their defense? So, wait, is you're disabled or your wife is I'm confused. I'm fascinated, but I'm confused. I keep a boner wife disabled. I don't know what that means, Defane. But anyway, my sex life is fucking horrible because anytime I actually pick up a woman, oh, I got you. Well, does she love you enough where you can go fuck some strange? Well, then does she let you have strange, Defane? Does she let you go fuck some strange pussy? Oh, she can't have sex. Well, then do you get to go fuck some strange? That's my question. Well, then why are you there, Defane? What? That's not a fair arrangement. I mean, you need to negotiate. I don't know. Probably another 15, 20 minutes. But like you need to negotiate that, Defane, so you can get some pussy. I don't quite understand what you're doing. Okay, he married her, but like, I mean, he obviously loves her, but he has needs. He has a penis. Oh, come on, Defane. You're really breaking my heart, bro. I mean, you need to talk to your wife. That I do, Chuck. But like, obviously, you're not happy because you're bringing it up here to a stranger and strangers. So obviously, your needs are not being met nor satisfied, bro. I mean, so talk to her about it. If she loves you, then you guys can work something out. I mean, jerk off on her, or I mean, something. Jesus Christ, something's gotta happen, bro. So anyway, back to the question about my sex life. My sex life is that's fucking horrible because, yeah, you are right about that there, lawyer pug. I mean, BJs are awesome because you don't have to do anything. You just sit back, a little head control, some mouth control. Yeah, Bukkake's good. Facials, love facials, giving facials, not receiving. Swine does not take facials. But anyway, back to my sex life that's non-existent is because every aspect of my life, folks, is, modulated by the Central Intelligence Agency. So like anytime I mean, it's not hard picking up a woman. It's just really not. I mean, it's really, easy. And so like picking up a woman isn't the difficult part. Well, yeah, man. And so if your dick quits working, then it's something wrong upon your body. So either your cholesterol is too high, your bad LDL, or your good cholesterol isn't actually right, or you don't have enough testosterone, or maybe you have cancer. I mean, so like if your erection stops, then you need to get into it medically and try to figure it out. But anyway, though, well, not a doctor, just a guy that observes things. Yeah, I've actually had sex with women who've tried to kill me. Yeah, that is a absolute fact. That not really, Albert. I'm great. I am glad that your stick works, and I think we need to give James a round of applause that he has a working stick. That's a great thing to have. That is something great for the whole family. And now we're losing viewers for talking about working sticks, and we're going down the tubes. But a pug face, you are correct, though. They have come into every form of my life, whether it's my fucking banker or, a policeman, a state trooper, a chief of police, a lawyer, hookers, chicks. I have dated or fucked. It's just like they get their tentacles into anything. And it is a very true statement that CIA operatives, they don't wear name badges. They don't have a time clock or a pay stub. They work off the books. They work covertly or clandestine agency. And so unless you're able to identify them, you could wake up and your stick is gone, James. Just think of that you just get done having sex and your stick is gone in the morning. That'd be unpleasant, James. No sticky, ever. Be unpleasant. I'm just not into this tonight. My heart and soul is not into this. No, not to do this, to get that criminal complaint. No, this is just a side prize for you guys. Like, I'd like to go home, but I am doing this for another 9 minutes and I'm getting out of here because I love my piglets, even my trolls. Love all of you, and trolls are people too. I am curious about the bathroom. I need to actually see what it looks like. You can always judge a place on its bathroom. So can we go in here? Sure. Use the switch to lock the door. All right. Lock the door. Let's see what we got going on here. Doesn't look horrible. It looks like it is acceptable. Yeah, it appears to be clean-ish. I don't know if I showed you guys all the stuff on the wall yet. I don't know who he is. I'm not gonna do that while I'm on live. That's where I draw the line to my piglets. I'm assuming that's his wife and kid. This is all from public here. Is it some type of a further room or something in there? Or is that just reflection? No, it's an actual other room. Well, folks, I'm getting freaking tired here. So you guys notice that this is like out in the middle of like basically freaking nowhere. So now I'm gonna be careful, see if there's any signs that say police personnel only or troopers only. I didn't see any when I came in. Let me look at this sign here. Because I've gotten into this down in Porter County and there were no signs, I still got fucking arrested down there. Okay, visitor parking. But there's nothing that says I can't wander back here. There's no signs, unless you guys see something I don't. So they got a fuel island back there, folks, if you can see that. Appears they have a boat there too, folks. Look at a boat. So I guess we're gonna turn this into an impromptu audit, I guess, of the Bremen, Indiana State Police Post. Now, granted, it's night, so I'm not gonna like actually go in between vehicles and stuff because I'm not, you know, trying to be hard to deal with. But see, they have a boat. They have two boats actually. Let me put this out a little bit there. Looks like they have some storage containers there. Some trooper vehicles. Like I said, a fuel island there. Have a picnic table. I can sit and smoke and jerk off and see how we're gonna plant drugs and try to kill Kyle Stone. All good times. Looks like they have a place to, I guess, repair vehicles maybe, or to store vehicles, or I don't know. And I'm about ready to go. That's a communications mast there. Look at that thing. Huge. Huge. And I'm ready to go. Well, Defane, if you think that the locomotive community is actually ready for the swine, then, you know, I'd love to apply. I know the cops are watching my stream. I mean, I really don't care, Sue, and nobody would have noticed if you didn't actually point it out. So thanks, Sue. I appreciate that. Because my audience isn't as smart as they want to think they are. If I can get a guaranteed job, I'll be on a train down to Arkansas. But then I would, you know, have to fuck fat women who have diabetes, and I don't think I'm ready for that yet, Defane. Well, I think we've seen enough here, folks. I'm giving you guys a guided tour. And if you notice, like, for the most part, the state police, like, I guess besides the whole poisoning, you know, thing, they treated me pretty well. They're not freaking out about me out here videotaping or anything. They're cool about this kind of stuff because they have training on it. And, you know, I would give the Indiana State Police Bremen Post as far as respecting, you know, the First Amendment. I would give it a solid B plus. I would give the Bremen Police Department, like all the people that, you know, say that they're assholes and they're corrupt. I've only met one officer. He was kind of cool. He was decent. Like, he was cool. You ever... No, that's not my thing. You know, so, like, I constantly pussy gaze. Like, I'm looking at all pussies. You know, 18, older. Love pussy. Well, people, I love you. He birdwatched, though. Tweet, tweet. No, I'm not gonna masturbate in the parking lot. I will not do that. I think my audience is trying to get me thrown in jail tonight yet. I think that's what you guys are trying to accomplish. Anyway, thank you. Oh, and I have a breaking final announcement. That Sue and I will never have sex. And Sue lost her actual chance with me because she was, you know, she was available emotionally. So then now she's all shut off. And now the swine's pork is going nowhere near the Sooster. And Sue's disappointed. She's sad. She has a drinking problem now. And she's, you know, she's just very heartbroken. And she's getting into hard chocolates. And it's just all very bad. And, you know, Sue, you had your chance to get the pork and you didn't. And so, you know, I will say prayers for you. Anyway, does anybody have anything else to say for the last, you know, 9 seconds? I gotta go. I'm tired as hell. I love you too, Sue.